Welcome back, guys. Today I'm going to show you how to do the Kimura from close guard. Make sure the first thing you do is isolate the wrist. So you always want to make sure you isolate the wrist first, make a nice C-clamp grip. So a C-clamp is using your thumb, incorporate your thumb. The idea here is I want to set myself up, but at the same time put a lot of weight on that hand so it makes it difficult for him to rip his arm out. So as I lift up, I want to make sure I'm putting weight down on it. I'm leaning into it here. You see what that does? If I were to just grip and sit up and he pulls his arm back, it's going to be very difficult. He's going to just rip his arm. So always want to make sure I grip, sit my weight on it. Now I lace over top. Make sure when you lace your arm, you're just maybe an inch above the elbow. When I'm an inch above the elbow, when I lock my hands, notice how I transition my fingers from a C-clamp to a monkey grip. So a monkey grip is when I ditch the C-clamp and I just hug around the wrist like this. So always make sure, watch when I transition, I'm on the just an inch above the elbow. It makes it a lot harder for him to flex his arm out, right? If I were to grab really high, which a lot of people do, you see I'm going nice and high in the armpit? If now he can flex, it makes it very difficult, then he's going to smash me down. So always make sure when you sit up and you lock that Kimura just an inch above the elbow, that's a sweet spot. Now, chest to the elbow. So you see my chest is far away, I want to bring my chest to the elbow because now I want to incorporate my whole body versus the arm. Fall to my back, post my foot, and always on post the foot on the side I'm attacking. So I post my foot, hip escape, hip escape. What does this do? This allows my alignment to be in such a way that when I break his arm, it's more natural for me to go this way. Versus if I don't, if I just stay back here and I crank upward like that, it's just very awkward and we're going to have a muscling kind of battle. So you always want to make sure you hip escape, lock your feet, then touch it to his back and slowly work your way up to the back of his neck. Some of the common mistakes that happen was, again, when people sit up, they're very relaxed with the grip. So when they try to go for the lock, the guy just rips his arm right out and they wonder, what just happened. So you always want to make sure you put weight on that wrist. The next mistake that people commonly do is, again, locking above into the armpit, right? You see how weak, I'm only using my fingertips here? Then again, if I fall back and I try to finish, he's going to flex out of it. And then wondering why can't I finish the Kimura? So always make sure you go just an inch above the elbow and attach your chest to it. This allows for so much leverage and power. And then finally, as the last common mistake, people stay on their back and try to crank like this. But now it's a battle like this. Like he's straightening his arm, I'm bending his arm, and it just becomes a really, really annoying game. So I want to maximize my leverage. So by hip escaping, look what it slowly does. It flattens him out and allows my whole body to change the orientation of his arm. You see how now it pins to his back? Now if he tries to flex out of it, it's a totally different arena. Now I crank and we finish. Thank you very much for watching, guys. Don't forget, subscribe to Grappler's Planet. If you want to see more content like this, head over to my channel, Stasis Jiu-Jitsu. You're going to see a lot more breakdowns and some live footage of me rolling.